Hey, hi there. How you doing? 12 years of riding Paris-Roubaix cobbles, 40 years of tinkering with bikes, and yet here I am, trusting AliExpress components to survive the hell of the north. Will this budget build survive, or will I be walking the Carrefour de l'Arbre? Keep watching to find out. Hey, welcome back to the Paris-Roubaix hardtail build. Last time we stripped it down, and now the rebuild begins. Will all the components arrive on time? Will these bargain components hold up to the cobbles? There's only one way to find out. Tools ready, let's get wrenching.
Step 1. Unboxing the 1150 cassette. First delivery is this massive 1150 cassette. For €31 I wasn't expecting much, but initial impressions are surprisingly good. The black finish looks sleek and machining appears clean. Let me count those sprockets. Yes, we've got all 11 speeds present. The real test will be how the shifting holds up under the Paris-Roubaix brutal cobbles. Step 2. Installing the cassette. Time to prep the rear wheel. Applying a generous layer of grease to the free hub body. No one wants a seized cassette down the line. The cassette slides on smoothly and I'm using the lock ring tool to ensure proper tightness. A quick spin, because that's what all good pro mechanics do, confirms everything's aligned correctly. So far, so good. Step 3. Unboxing the chain set. This Scenic 1x chain set arrived in packaging showing a 2x system. Not the most confidence inspiring of starts. But opening reveals the correct 44 tooth single ring setup. The crank arm feels stiff and the chainring teeth show clean machining. Time will tell if this narrow wide tooth profile can keep the chain secure over the roughest sections of cobbles. Step 4. Installing the chainring. The direct mount system makes installation straightforward. Just 3 4mm hex bolts to secure the chainring, torquing them evenly in a star pattern. I appreciate how this design eliminates the need for additional spider arms, keeping weight down and simplifying the maintenance. Step 5. Bottom bracket service. The old bottom bracket needed removal to adjust spacer configuration. After 8 years of service, the bearings were surprisingly smooth. Threads cleaned and prepared with anti-seize compound before reinstalling. That creaking noise prevention is worth the extra minute of work. Step 6. Installing the chain set. Drive side crank arm goes on first, sliding smoothly through the bottom bracket. Non-drive side follows. The preload cap gets adjusted to remove play before torquing the fixing bolts to spec. A quick spin confirms smooth rotation with no drag. Step 7. Unboxing the rear derailleur. The Sensor SRX Pro rear mech needs to handle this massive 1150 cassette. Initial inspection shows sturdy construction with smooth pivots. The parallelogram movement feels tight with no play, and the spring tension seems appropriately strong for the big cassette jumps. Step 8. Derailleur installation. Mounting to the hanger is straightforward, just one M10 bolt to secure. The B knob needs adjustment to properly position the guide pulley relative to the cassette, but I'll do that later when I index the gears. There is no clutch mechanism like the Shimano, so we will see how it handles the vibrations from the cobbles. Step 9, mid-build progress check. Here's where we stand. Drivetrain mostly installed, wheels prepped, already starting to look like a proper gravel cobble hybrid. The proportions with the massive cassette and 44 tooth chainring look aggressive but appropriate. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Step 10, unboxing the tyres. These Arisun gravel tyres were a gamble at €32 for the two. The tan walls look great and the 40mm width should be ideal. The tread pattern shows thoughtful design and the compound feels firm but not too soft. The folding bead construction keeps weight reasonable, not the lightest, but durability was the priority. Step 11, mounting tyres with TPU tubes. Using my favourite TPU inner tubes at 36 grams each, these tyres mount surprisingly easy, sitting on the rim with just hand pressure. Both wheels done in under 5 minutes, a personal record for gravel tyre installation. Inflating to 40 psi for initial setup. Step 12, unboxing the 3D printed saddle. This seat cushion turned out to be a legitimate 3D printed saddle. The lattice structure looks well executed with varying density zones that suggests proper pressure distribution. Step 13, saddle installation. Right, let's take the old saddle off, never really liked it anyway, and get this new seat cushion fitted. Now for the fiddly part, these seat post bolts. Whoever designed this clamp system clearly never had to adjust a saddle on the roadside. The bolts are awkwardly placed and need just the right combination of hex keys and patience. After some careful tightening and a few muttered complaints, it's secure, tight enough to stay put, but not so tight that I strip the threads. Will the saddle work? The real test will come after 50 kilometers of cobbles. If it works, great. If not, well, at least the packaging made me laugh. Step 14, rear wheel installation. Install the rear wheel again. It's a double bolt rear axle system replacing the old quick release. A bit fiddly, but we get there in the end. Give it a spin like a true pro. Awesome. Pleased with how they look. What do you think? Step 15, front wheel installation. 15mm through axle goes in smoothly this time. After 12 years or so, maybe I'm finally learning. Happy with that and looking forward to seeing how it copes with La Trouée de Arenberg. Step 16, current build status. Nearly there, just waiting on those sensor shifters stuck in French customs. They've been there for over a week now, so not sure what is going on, and with only 1 week until Roubaix, it's going to be tight. Will everything arrive in time? Can I get them installed, filmed and edited in time for you guys? Can these budget build components handle the infamous Carrefour de l'Arbre? Stay tuned for the final build, my road trip from Normandy to Roubaix, and their first cobble test. What could possibly go wrong? So, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a massive thumbs up. Finally, would you trust this build for Roubaix? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to see if we make it to the Hell of the North. Thanks for watching.